it's our long weekend off. We're back at Bearley Syndicate for a 48-hour session in the rain. It's looking pretty carpy though. It's not too cold, pressure's low. We've seen a few fish. We've even seen Shadow on the top. Say hello to Shadow, Luke's PB. We've been there about half an hour. We've seen 3 fish show in 3 different areas. We're very confident. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Well, we've been there about an hour. Bivvies are set up, the beds are set up, and I've had one already, and I'm stoked. We thought we were in the right area. Have a look at this one. 21 pound 4, a lovely Bearley common. We're here for 48 hours. Let's hope we catch a lot more of these. Beautiful, thank you darling. Wants to go back. Off you go, baby. Yes! Well, it's still raining. Tractors are still working on the farm, but night's falling. All the fish shown on the surface have disappeared, so hopefully they'll be down munching on our spots. Hopeful for the night. Pretty, isn't it? See you tomorrow, if not before. Well, there we go. It's just after 3 in the morning. This one's 13.15, taking on the same rod on that little hinge stiff rig that I love so much. Again, taking on a Mad Baits pineapple pop-up. Pretty fish, yeah? Loving this. Well, as you can see, it's now morning. And what a gorgeous morning too. You gotta love it when the weather forecasters get it wrong. I was sound asleep still. I had an absolute screamer. How about this one for the future? It's about 7.5 pounds. I have weighed it because we do here just so we can see how they're growing. 7.5 pounds of the future of Bearley. What a beautiful little fish. You gotta love it when the weather forecasters get it wrong. What an absolutely gorgeous morning. There was no chance of staying in bed late today. They're working on the farm already. Lots of work going on, machinery all day, but never mind. The birds are still singing. Let's hope the fish are still biting. I love the spring. Everything's coming to life. The birds are nesting. Got a swan on the island over here. New beginning of another new year.
Well, we've got another little Ridgemonkey recipe idea for you today. It's going to be a kedgeree, really quick to make, some really simple ingredients. I've just got chopped onion here. You don't have to use that. I've got smoked cod loin, but traditionally kedgeree is smoked haddock. I've got some dried parsley, or you could have fresh, again another optional thing. an egg and that ready-made microwave pilau rice. So let's crack on and put this thing together. Just gonna light my gas. As always with the Ridgemonkey, always on the lowest setting. I've got my chopped onions, I'm going to put that in first. I'm just going to steam that with a little bit of, this is just bottled water. If you've got oil you can use that, if you've got butter you can use that. So what we want to do is just get that onion softened so it's not crunchy, because the rest of it takes very little time indeed. Just going to shut that lid, steam it a little bit and wait. Okay, as you can see now our onions are softened up, gone slightly translucent and the water's evaporated. It's best to keep the lid shut while you're steaming, just to keep the steam in there, just to soften the onions, because you don't want them crunchy in your kedgeree. Very simply next, just going to add the rice. Just break up any lumps where it's been packed, so you don't want them in your kedgeree. So this is the 2-minute microwave rice that you can get anywhere now. This is a pilau one. Kedgeree traditionally is with yellow rice, so that's that gone in. Still got one lump. So once again, all we're going to do now is put a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan here. And we're just going to shut that lid up and steam the rice. Okay, so we're starting to get some heat going there. Instead of just stirring it, all I'm going to do is just simply flip it over so that the onion is now on the other side. So the rice on the bottom now can, excuse Elvie, the rice on the bottom now can heat up. If it looks like it's drying out, just add more water. Okay, my rice is getting nice and hot. Parsley's going in now. As I say, that's just an optional thing, but I do like the flavour, and if you've got fresh, even better. The thing I didn't mention at the beginning is the peas. They really make the kedgeree quite tasty. So these are just tin petit pois. I'm just going to strain off the water. And just add those in. Use some or all of, but it's all a good meal by the bank at the end of the day, and I know you fishermen are all hearty eaters, so let's just go for it. So now we're going to pick up our fish and just put that over the top, press it down a bit, and shut that lid up and steam it all up. Actually I might put a bit more water in just to create some steam. There we go, because once you shut that lid down there's like a whole steam vessel going on in there. Now we just have to wait for it all to heat through. Okay, smelling to me like the smoked cod is almost done. The way to test is just to, if you just push, it'll flake. So it's almost done in that middle bit, the outside's done. But at this point we want to add our egg, because that has to set as well. So I'm just going to very gently move that over, make another hollow, because kedgeree would not be kedgeree without an egg. So just crack the egg in, into there, shut that lid up and just wait. Okay, we've given it a few minutes, just going to have a look now. Oh, look at that. So we've got our poached, well, it's basically poached in steam fish, our rice, and we've got an egg there. Just going to literally pinch that There we go. Can't get a nicer meal than that, can you? Let's turn that heat off. That is one very hearty meal to enjoy by the bank. Pretty healthy too.
Just went for a little stroll, and the boys got one on. In the net. Smile.
Teeth smile, come on, let's have it.
Well, there we go. Here's the result. He seems to like the ornamentals, does Luke. £17.4. One of the ghosty commons in here. Huge frame on it. Going to be a big fish one day. Taken on the Tupelo back with a banana nut and a pink pop-up. Well done, Lukey. Let's get that one back in the water. What a pretty fish. Should have put that one in the pond.
Okay, here's something a little bit different, but really, really tasty. Pork and peaches. We've got some pork loin steaks here. We've got a tin of peaches, we've got some sage, that's optional, and an onion. I'm just going to cook it all together and make a really delicious dish. Here we go. First thing, obviously light the gas. We want to get the Ridgemonkey hot so that we can start searing the steak. A little bit of oil in the bottom. And we'll get those steaks into the Ridgemonkey. You want to hear that sizzling when you put them in. Now obviously the important thing with pork is to make sure it's cooked through. These are going to take about 10 minutes. We'll just keep turning them both sides, almost cook them before we add any more ingredients. So I'm just going to shut down the lid on this and leave it to do its thing for a minute or two. Lovely smells coming off of that now. It's starting to brown really nicely. You can see here it's still raw in the middle. We'll just keep cooking it through. Okay, let's have a look. We're just going to keep them moving. You can see there it's still quite pink in the middle. Just keep them turning and moving and keep the lid tight. If the Ridgemonkey starts to brown too much, we can just add a little bit of water, and that makes a nice gravy anyway with it, so it's not a problem. We'll just keep going for the minute. Smelling good. You see they're getting nicely caramelised now. We're looking for that sort of colour. That pinkness is starting to disappear now. What we tend to do is just keep that caramelisation on the Ridgemonkey moving. I just rub the pork chops onto it so it stays on there. Then it doesn't burn onto the Ridgemonkey. At this point now, I'm just going to add our onion. It doesn't matter if it sits on top of it because I will just keep moving it around. That's just one onion I've used there. What we'll do is just shut the lid on that and let it cook out. Okay, our onion's starting to steam quite nicely there, but I'm worried that underside's going to get too dark, so all I'm going to simply do is just flip it over now. As you can see, we've got nice dark pork chop there, but the onion's now forming a barrier, plus I want the onion to cook. So that's a couple more minutes now, and leave it to do its thing. Okay, let's flicker over and have a look. There we go, we've got nice caramelised onions, nice and soft. Smells fantastic. Now I'm just going to put some sage in. What will happen is when we add the fruit, the sage will act as a savoury flavour, stop making it so sweet. Then we're going to Add our peaches. You could use apricots, could use tinned apple, use pineapple. Already the smell of that sage is making that whole dish smell so much more savoury. You could cut them up if you want to, I've just been a bit lazy here. Put that in there. I'm going to shut it up and turn it over so the peach is brown. Won't take very long, and then we've got the juice left in here. That is peach halves in juice rather than syrup. We can add that into the pan, that'll make a sauce for the whole thing, so it won't take long now. Okay, smelling good here. Let's just flip it over. Peaches are starting to caramelise now, and of course get hot, which is what we want. All I'm going to do now is I've got that little bit of syrup in the bottom. I'm going to pour it all over the place. I'm going to pour it over the pork now. It's like a self-saucing dish really. We'll bring that to the boil. Reduce it down a little bit just to get it thickened. And then we're good to eat. Well, there we go. As you can see, we've got a lovely boiling mass of pork and peaches here. There is no better flavour than those two flavours, let me tell you. I've used it loads at my cafe, loads in my home life. It's a really good flavour with that sage in the background, just delicious. Looking forward to eating this. As you can see, the sauce that we put round is reducing and thickening. It's pretty much there now, so that you just eat all of that. Add whatever you want to it. You could have noodles with it, potatoes, or just eat it as it is, whichever way you like to go with it. But delicious whichever way. Enjoy. Oh, he's in again.
Pick up that other bloody roll, isn't it? That was a bit of a screamer.
Why don't you move it right over, Bean, so you're on the other side of it. I don't want to pull your trousers up as long as you got a crack. You got that ready, that net, Luke?
Just coming up under the net, pull it back. I think it's a friendly.
$40.
When they pull hard on this little rig. What was it? Oh, it's there. Don't do that. Hope it's a good hook. Come on, baby, just give up.
Really not. Really keeping its head down, isn't it? No, I'm not gonna come up.
That's even now, Luke. I think.
6 minutes, 45 seconds you've been doing it.
In the armour. Underneath again. Ready? Nicely, come on.
And in.
Well done, Luke. Nice one. Oh, yes! Another chunky one.
Pretty one as well.
I think you've had that one, Luke.
Hmm?
I think you've had that one.
Me?
I think it's a friendly.
Where the friendly one? Yeah.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll do. We can lock the cabin up.
Have you not had enough?
Clearly not.
Please, I had it on the top, ready for the net. Another 5 minutes.
Then he was moaning his arms hurt.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
It's a hard life.
I know.
Please behave.
It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
You've had this one, babe. Well, then, you filming?
Yeah.
You're on.
Yeah, I'm on.
Well, there we go. Another chunk, 2312. This one's called the Friendly Mirror. Margaret's had this one before. On a solid bag of chopped up force with, of all things, a banana wafter on the top. I love in the mad baits, and they're beginning to love them here too. Nice one.
I think I already know that.
What a stunning creature. And she's still fighting and wants to go home. Bye-bye, darling. Thank you. Well, once again, the sun sets over Bearley. But I have to admit, I'm a very happy bunny. I've had a session that I've not had for a long, long time, with 2 20s and a couple of other fish. Luke's had one. Only Margot's waiting for one. Let's hope she gets it tonight. We're here for another 18 odd hours, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Let's see what happens tonight. It's still looking great for it. Happy days. Morning. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning again, although the wind's cold. Very quiet night. Margot had one potential chance at about 2 o'clock, but when she picked the rod up there was nothing there. Look at this. There's one in the net from Margot. Happy days.
Well, nice early morning wake up call. 15:14, caught on the hinge stib with a yellow banana butt nuts pop up. That's been a long wait since Friday evening. I was beginning to wonder if I was going to catch this weekend. Happy days.
Nice. And here comes Puppy to see it go home.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's not every day you become 13 and a teenager when you're actually fishing. But here he is. And sit in a chair.
To the throne.
I mean, he does look quite pleased.
The throne of teenager. Oh, and you've got one side left. Now you've got a whole pack. Now we want your balloons. Hear him barking.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Why are you looking so blank?
Trying to work out which one it is.
Oh.
I think we'll leave this here before he gets all emotional. And there's a fish you've seen on the bank, on our videos anyway. I've never known a fish like the sunshine as much as this one. There's the mighty shadow, just enjoying the sunshine. What a gorgeous fish she is.
No pressure now, babe. For viewers.
Is it the big grassy?
No. Take more line than that for dinner, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you wake up the minute and shoot off across 10 pounds.
Shh. Don't say that,
He
babe.
does, that's what he does. I can't believe we've had so many fish.
I haven't.
I've said to George, it's definitely gonna. Sorry about that.
I'm still in last year's.
I said to George, we have to take some out with him. Everybody's caught except Harry. That's weird, isn't it?
He wasn't here very long.
Where is he? He's over there something.
To be fair, he hadn't put rod on. You don't catch fish here in the daylight, Harry, do you?
Eh?
You don't catch fish in the daylight here. All caught in margoons.
Yeah.
You can have one.
No, I've had one.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I had one this morning.
Cool.
Got me out of bed.
It's stuck.
Don't bring it. You side, it's fine. There's a ledge there.
Oh, was it?
Only a little one. You should have seen that 7-pounder go. When they've never been up before, they're fighting for their lives, aren't they? Ready? Oh, he picked up the other line.
Whose is that? Mine or yours?
My other one. He just did it then. What was it?
Well done, Steve.
Thank you.
Fish the fish. Right, there, 13. Did they tell you about the swimming lessons on your 13? You grab his legs.
Go on, dang
Well, we're on a slow pack down, and the rod that's been quiet, not even beeped all weekend, has just gone off in a screaming one-toner. It's only 11.5 pounds, but I'm a happy bunny. Fish number 5 from me, from the water that I thought at one time I'd never ever catch a fish out of. It proved so hard, but thanks to perseverance, good rigs, and learning the water, we managed to catch a few. Got to say thank you to Mad Baits. Another one on the banana nuts. Happy days. Oh, and you can go back now. Okay, we've been making these videos now for around 5 years. And you lot, or some of you lot, obviously like them because we've reached the magic 1,000 subscriber mark. and I promised a competition when we reach that mark, so this is what it's for. There's a Castaway PVA double system, Castaway PVA solid bags, some Wicked White pop-ups from Mad Baits, some CM Fisheries Islands Carp Care Kit, which is diluted propolis, and a Ridgemonkey hat. All you need to do is tell us how many fish we've caught this session in total. That's me, Margot and Luke, and the weight of the biggest one. If you put it in the comments box below, and whoever gets it right will all go into the hat and we'll draw it at our next fishing session. Good luck.
Well, Steve's just popped off for a shower. Luke's picked up the rod to a run. This common 15.5 pounds. I think he's going to be a bit gutted, but we thought we'd weigh it off and check it out, and we're about to pop it back now. There's an end to the day. Right, let's pop him back. There you go.
Well, it's not very often you see me in civvies at the end of a fishing session, but it's Luke's birthday today and we're stopping somewhere special on the way home. So Margot's showered, I'm showered. As you just saw, while I was in the shower, Luke's managed a lovely comment on one of my rods, but hey ho, that fish will count in the competition. So the competition, just to remind you, what is the total number of fish we've caught this weekend and what is the weight of the biggest one? Put them in the comments box below. You must be a subscriber. You also must like our Cooking and Carping page on Facebook. So that's it from a brilliant weekend's fishing from Cooking and Carping. Oh, you might also notice I've had a change of dogs. This is Maggot, Elvie's girlfriend while we're here. Elvie's letting her have some limelight. She's cutie.
Maggot. Maggot.
Say to the camera.
Shy.